Hey, do you like sport? Then you'll love some sports, potentially, such as the sport of football perhaps. Football is a game played between two entirely different teams. The object of the game is the football, and the goal of the game is to kick that object into this, the goal, resulting in what's known as a goal. Standing between the goal is the goalman, whose goal is to protect his goal by preventing the other team from achieving their goal, which is to get goals. Other players in the team include the central back, the wingman and the shootist, who aims to get as many goals as he can. The most effective way of doing this is by getting the ball close to the other team's goal and then falling over in a way that looks like he's been tripped over by one of the other team's players. If he does this successfully, he may convince the judge man, aka the blind wanker, that he's been the victim of foul behaviour and is therefore entitled to have a chance at kicking the ball into the goal from a relatively short distance away, through what's known as a penal kick. There are of course times where the shootist may feel he's unable to convince the judge man with his falling over act, in which case he is still able to achieve a point by kicking the ball directly into the goal without all of the falling over business. This is less good, however, as it never results in the other team potentially losing one of their players due to the aforementioned foul behaviour rule. You see, players who are convicted of foul behaviour are often forcibly removed from the pitch by the judge man, whose main tool for achieving this is a small piece of rectangular red-coloured card that he keeps in his front pocket. Football players are trained from a very young age to be intimidated by the colour red, which is why this piece of red card, when waved in their face, is usually enough to scare them off the pitch entirely, whilst also agitating a few of their teammates. Another way of getting a goal in a football match is through what's known as a free kick. These are awarded by the judge man at random intervals in the game to whichever team he feels more of an affection towards at that particular moment. The best way of getting a goal from a free kick is to have one of those players in your team whose specialty is to bend the ball into the goal from a long distance away. These players are known as massive benders. David Beckham, for example, is a massive bender. Sitting on the sidelines the entire time is the management man, who gets to tell everybody what to do. Each team has their own management man, whose role varies depending on how the game is progressing. The one whose team has scored the more goals is expected to sit there looking increasingly smug, whilst the one whose team has scored the fewer goals is obliged to get increasingly infuriated with both sets of players and the judge man until the game reaches its conclusion. But anyway, there you have it. And by it, I mean a basic introduction to the world of football, the most ludicrously brilliant game on the planet. Happy kicking!